everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be building Yunli. Now, if you guys don't know, yesterday we successfully or unsuccessfully warped for the character. We did it on one of my viewers' accounts, who unfortunately we lost the 50-50 on and had to go to hard pity twice. It was an absolute brick session, which you can go and watch. I'll link the video in the description below. But today we're going to be building her because even though, we bricked a little bit, we still have the ability to build the character. And I want to do that to the best of my ability to hopefully help one of my viewers beat more of the content in the game with a very powerful Yunli. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Oh, but also before we do that, do make sure to subscribe. Only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed, and it really doesn't take that much time at all. So make sure, go down, hit that subscribe button, and let's go build ourselves a Yunli. Or I mean, try her out a little bit, because I do want to talk a little bit about her before we actually roll for her. Because I do think it's important that we fundamentally understand what a character does before we pull for them. So that's what we're going to be doing first of all. And the first thing we're going to do is use her enhance ability, the ward ability, which upon entering battle, it's basically just going to immediately activate our little parry or the counterattack ability. So we're going to see as soon as we enter the battle against this mechanic right here, Yunli is immediately going to activate her first attack and do a crap ton of damage. It's basically just like a free hit at the start of battle. There is almost no reason to not do this. Now, let's talk about the rest of her kit. The first thing to note is her basic attack, which is a basic attack. You hit the enemy. Now, the game's going to give us a little tutorial here. Basically, before the enemy attacks, you want to use your little ultimate ability. By doing this, you are going to be able to counter the enemy with a huge freaking sword, which you pound onto his head, which does a lot of physical damage. Very powerful ability. You want to make sure they're using that little ultimate before the enemy attacks. This increases your crit damage by 90% for the counter ability, and right after you're attacked, you're obviously going to activate it. Yunli's whole kit basically just functions around that ability and trying to get that off as fast as possible and doing it the most amount of time. So you're definitely going to want Yunli to be targeted a lot. That's why she's going to be a very good pairing with a character like March 7th, for example, the preservation version, because you're going to be wanting to make this character attacked as much as possible. So to play her, basically, we see the automatons coming up, we activate this, he attacks us, and we do our parry and attack him with the big sword. And that's going to be the most powerful version of the parry that you can get. It's also important to note that Yunli also regenerates energy when getting attacked, and the counter has even more buffs with this bonus effect True Sunder, which increases its attack by 30%. The other thing that's nice about her, because of even more bonus effects like Demon Quell, she resists crowd control and receives reduced damage, which is obviously helpful for a character who's going to be attacked a lot. Next thing to note is her little skill ability, which basically restores a bit of HP for us, which is again is really nice for destruction characters. It is an AoE attack that attacks a bunch of the enemies on the field, and that's about all to her skill ability. It's pretty simple, not much to note there. A majority of her damage is going to come from her ultimate ability and her parry and counter attack. That's where she's going to receive almost all of her damage. The basic attack and skill are really just there because they kind of have to be there. Boom! And yeah, that's about all there is to Yunli's kit. A very fun character, one who I enjoy a lot, and one who I've been trying to understand better over the last couple days because I didn't really get to try her myself, but we're going to learn more about her today. So let's start with leveling her up. We're going to start with level 20, and I think we have mats today to go all the way to level 80. So let's ascend all the way there. And I also noticed we have 30 million credits on this account. Holy crap. Bro, this account has so many resources. 1,000 EXP books. We are loaded. I ain't never seen that much credits in my life. We ascend again and again, and we won't have to grind any resources. I'm happy about that. No more grinding for me. I will take it. Let's get all the way to level 70. No problem. No issue. And of course, because we are the pull master, we are going to get our 3 little warps here, which because we absolutely bricked yesterday, we're going to make up for that today here right now. Watch this. Crap. That's fine. It's not always on the first one. Second and third do have some potential or no potential. Third pull, it always happens though. Right here, right now. Crap. One of these days, it'll happen. Just wait. Just give it a matter of time. Anyways, let's get back to the main attraction today. Yunli. Next thing we're going to need for her is a little bit of a light cone. Now, I was intending to use her signature on her, but unfortunately, we don't have it. We meant to get it yesterday, but unfortunately, we used so many pulls on Yunli that I didn't really want to go all the way in for the light cone. But I've kind of reconsidered, and I've decided we're going to get lucky today. So we're going to do a 10 pull and just simply win because I'm that guy. Watch this. We make up for all our bad luck by getting absolutely nothing. Crap. Unfortunate. I'm really sad about that, to be honest. I really wanted the Yunli light cone for this account because it is a very strong one for her. This one is particularly really good because it increases your chances of being attacked, which is obviously amazing for a character that wants to counterattack as much as possible. Unfortunately, yeah, that happened. Okay, well, unfortunately, we're not going to get that. Other options include things such as something irreplaceable, which was a really good Clara light cone. It's also good on Yunli as well. The unreachable side's pretty good if you have it. I think the one I'm going to opt for more specifically is going to be either On the Fall of an Ion or Brighter Than the Sun, because those are the two we have on this account. And although we don't really use Yunli's basic attack all that much, the passives on this light cone are still really, really nice. On the Fall of an Ion, however, does give us more attack percent, and we do have the thing at S5, which makes it a very, very tempting option. And I think it's the one we're going to opt for today. It's a damn good light cone, and I think probably the best free-to-play option that we have in the game at the moment for Yunli in particular. I'm also personally a big fan of Under the Blue Sky. I do like this one as well for the attack and crit rate. This can be very good if you do need extra crit rate. So if you don't want to use On the Fall of an Ion, I do suggest that light cone. But I think for ourselves, we will be just fine using this. We don't even have to upgrade it since it's already at the max superimposition and level, which works out perfectly. Next thing we're going to have to do, traces. Level all these up. Oh boy, here we go down the trace path. Luckily, this account has, holy mother of God. We prepared the mother load for her. 464, 531, we're set. We will never have to worry about anything ever again. We can probably honestly get 10, 10, 10 with the resources we're looking at here. Let's just do it. And yeah, there we go. Just straight up 10, 10, 10. We finished everything for her and over prepared to all hell. We still had 513 left over. Another destruction character will never suffer again. We have a max talent Yunli. We are going to be absolutely murdering stuff because we're going to get the E1 as well. Watch this. Warp, one Eidolon coming up for Yunli. Boom. Make up. Nothing. Crap. I'm always so confident with those. Well, next thing we have to worry about is relics. Now, on this account, we have a crap ton of relics, more relics than I probably have. And for Yunli in particular, I'm pretty sure we already have a set prepared for her, which works out perfectly. Her best set is going to be this Wind Soaring Valorous set. There are other good sets for her. For example, to name a couple, this includes the Ashing Blaze of Grand Duke is a really good set. 4-piece Pioneer Deep Waters can be good situationally, and obviously there's a ton of good 2-pieces you can use, like the 2-piece champions can be really good. Any 2-piece attack percent set, even 2-piece speed can work, although she doesn't really need speed because she is a character who gets most of her damage through counterattacks. But anyways, for her relics, let's talk a bit about them. I'd like to mention quickly, I love this new feature of highlighting the good stats. That's really interesting. Look at this. They highlight crit rate and damage on this piece. And I think these are meant to highlight the recommended stats, right? Oh, and they even show the usage rates. This is actually really, really cool. I like this. Do we have recommendations for Yunli yet? Let's see. No, nothing yet. They're still calculating data, so we can't rely on this yet. But this is super cool. I like this new mechanic. It's going to really put home how bad all your characters are. Don't worry. Me too. Were you just eating a kebab? Bro, that is the greatest animation of all time. Yo, I love that animation. That animation's so cooked, bro. I love that. Anyways, we're going to want to talk about some stats here. So we've already prepared a 4-piece. We're going to sort by that 4-piece, the Wind of Soaring Valorous. And we're going to get 4 pieces. First off, we're going to get this little speed crit rate hat here. Doesn't look like we have any gloves prepared, so we're gonna have to upgrade one of those. We do have a crit rate body, which is good. Speed boots, which isn't the most optimal thing, but it can work. Speed is not necessarily a bad thing for her. It's not just the greatest thing ever. I think generally attack percent is a little more optimal. Can we synthesize any? Is that an option? Does not look like it. I mean, we can just synthesize one thing. See if we can get some attack percent boots. Come on now. Be lucky. Attack percent. Defense. Well, it looks like we're opting for the speed boots then. It is what it is. Just for some hands, we're just going to want to get any of these 3 pieces. We have one with crit rate break effect, crit damage break effect, and speed and nothing. Okay, these aren't great, but we're going to see if they can maybe work. We have to upgrade one of them just to finish the set, so hopefully one of them can go good. That's a good start. Let's just get that the rest of the time. Make up for all my bad luck on this account right now, game. 3 crit damage. 2, we'll take it. It's probably better than anything else we're going to get. We're going to equip that on her. And just like that, we will have finished our 4-piece. And we're now at 5368, which actually isn't terrible for her. And let me tell you why. Because in her traces, you get 100% extra crit damage with her counter because of her ultimate, which makes it so that this crit damage is actually going to be up to 168 with that move in particular, which is the one we're actively using the most. So that's really nice. Now we just need a little 2-piece here. We're definitely going to want something like physical damage boost and then probably attack percent if I had to guess. So let's go with this physical damage orb right here. This one has 18% crit damage. We can take that. And then for our rope, we're just going to take attack percent. I mean, this one has crit rate damage speed, and this one has crit damage, crit rate. I mean, I'll be honest, we really don't need any more speed because we already have 134. So let's just go with the one with more crit damage and let's equip that. This little set effect is of course going to give us more crit damage as well. There are of course many other options, like for example, anything that increases crit rate and damage is going to be good. Vermont Frontlight Glamith is fine if you want to increase your attack percent. There is a lot of good sets for her, but I think generally I like this one just because I do plan to put Yunli with other follow-up attack units. So let's quickly take a look at our final stats. We are going to have a 135 speed, 2.8k attack, which is really good, 56 crit rate, 97 crit damage, but as we know, we get even more crit damage with her traces. We're going to have an additional little 34% break effect, which it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, that is going to be our Yunli. Let's take her for a little bit of a spin. We are going to go to the parlor car and to the Memory of Chaos. And in the Memory of Chaos, we're going to go to a stage that is relatively difficult, hopefully with a physical weakness, I would hope. Any physical weakness stages? Here we go. Here's one. Level 82. Silver Main Lieutenant. Here we go. So of course we're going to want to include Yunli in our team without a doubt, but then we're going to have some decisions on some teammates that we're going to want. Now on this account, we do have a March 7th build, which is a character who I really want to try out with Yunli. So we're definitely going to pair those two together. And that's going to kind of be like the crux of our team. We're going to have March 7th use her ability on Yunli, and that's how we're going to get all our damage. The only other thing I would want to do is just do some stuff for fun, like using Sparkle to optimize her crit damage as much as we can. Sounds really fun. And then for our last option, I mean, we do have a lot of things to think about. And to be honest, I'm kind of just in favor of going with like a Ting Yun, so we can just do the Yunli buff team and just make her absolutely crazy and do all of our damage. Obviously, this isn't the most optimal team in the world, but I think it could be a lot of fun to just see what crazy numbers we can get on her. How high can we increase her damage to just make her absolutely busted? Let's find out. Here we go. Yunli, let's see what you can do. First attack, big hit, 60k off the rip. Now we're going to get all of our buffs on her and do some absolute madness. Use her E immediately, and then we're going to use her ultimate. Stack it up. Here we go. Let's see how much damage we do. 80k. The enemy's already dead. Of course, we're going to use defense on you. That just makes the most sense. And we can break him. And that's where our break effect comes in. Let's go. He's dead. That was easy. Let's do that again. Support. We're going to use this. Get ready to parry. We're going to taunt them. And here we go. Boom. Oh, I did that wrong. I have to use it right before they attack. I forget about that. I can't use it before I attack. I have to use it before they attack. It's hard to remember the order of things. Let's try that again. So we're going to bring up Yunli. We're going to do her E ability. And then we're going to use this right before the enemy goes. And they're going to attack us, hopefully. There we go. Boom, 100k. That's what I was looking for. And we can get an additional follow-up. There we go. 40k. Almost done. Go March. Do your thing. Oh, we'll make you hunt eventually. Target you again. Taunt them. Bring you up again. And let's move. Oh, shoot. I didn't get her thing. Wait, I can get it, though. Crap. Go, do it. Hopefully one of them attacks her. Please attack her. Oh, crap. No, Ting had an action? I didn't even realize. It's fine. We still got it. We're going to get it done just like that. Now, I did say I want to try Yunli with some follow-up attack characters, and I did mean that. So this time, let's try her with Ratio, Robin, and Aventurine. And I think that can also be a really good comp. I think you definitely want to pair her with an additional DPS. I mean, that's pretty obvious for the most part, because she doesn't do enough DPS by herself, which I kind of realized in the last battle. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to see how much damage we can get out of her. But anyways, let's try her with some actual good characters this time. Of course, we're going to want to use her E ability into her ultimate right before the dinosaur goes. Hopefully dinosaur goes for her. Yes, he does. And big ultimate. Boom. 62k. Nice. With our parry. Oh, I should have used my ultimate there. It's fine. We need to break this guy as fast as possible, though. This is why we have Ratio, is to break this dinosaur down as fast as humanly possible. Huge. Boom. Ratio, get him. There we go. And Yunli, do a big hit. Oh, you nearly got him. It's fine. We finished him with whatever that was. Now, the problem with pairing Yunli with good characters is that they all die too quickly, so she doesn't have the option to attack, which is a little unfortunate. I wish these guys would live longer, but it is what it is. We do this again. Boom, attack me. Nice. There we go. Boom, 5k. Use it before he does his move this time. Yeah, now you made a mistake, buddy. Big mistake. Of course, Aventurine as well. And now we just need a few more hits and a little more. Get him. No. I really wanted her to get the final hit. That's okay. Just like that, we'll have finished the battle. And that, my friends, is the power of Yunli. Let me know what you think about her down in the comments below. For today, that's going to be all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. But anyways, that's going to be all from me today. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.